I figured with Cuatro Colinas coming out tomorrow, I'm gonna try to give you a little guide here with what you need if you want to get started the best way possible on this new map. Gonna be covering loadouts, colos, and where to find which animals. The thing with Cuatro Colinas is it is pretty much centered around the 4 hills, hence why Cuatro Colinas. There is a hill up here, one over here, and one down here. And on these you will find the different ibex species. Now if you want to hunt the ibex, you can use the 30-06 or the new 6.5 because it is a weapon class 2.5. There is no collars for any of the ibex. I'm pretty sure there's nothing for the mouflon either. So what you really should do is hunt them in their drinking times. This one up here, northwest, is where you're gonna find the Besieged Ibex. That is the most impressive one. I think it is the biggest one as well, but they have a drink time that says 8 till 11:30. And that is pretty much it for any of the Ibex species. They all share the same drink time. If you wanna hunt the Ronda Ibex, it's over here to the northeast. Those have the same drink time, 8 till 11:30. They are smaller, but you can still use the same guns. It does seem like all of the Ibex is the same weapon class. So don't worry, bring out the new 6.5. If you have the 30-06, you prefer that, bring that. Maybe even the 45-70. Should be ethical to use as well. Down in the southeastern corner, you're obviously going to be finding the southeastern Spanish Ibex. And yeah, they are very much centered around the hills. So if you do go there in drink times, go to the lakes around the hills. Or well, kind of mountain thingies. And last but not least, the Gredos. Over here on this big mountain is really good for Gredos as well. They have the same drink time as the other ones. If you're out looking for mouflon, same areas they are on the hills as well. But they're not limited to just one specific hill. I think they are pretty much on any of the hills, and their drink time is a little bit different. They drink early morning, 6 till 9. So if you want to have like maximum bang for your bucks, go between 8 and 9 to the different lakes, because that is gonna be overlapping with the mouflon drink time and the ibex drink time. And as I said, there is no colas for any of the 2 of them. If you want to be hunting the wolves, the forested areas are the place to go. That kind of does seem to be not on top of the mountains, but like on the sides of the mountains and a little bit down into the valleys is where I've had the most luck with them. And they're class 3 animals, so potentially, I haven't tested it myself, but that should mean that you should be able to use the 7mm on those guys. And there is a cola for them. The distress colas does work on the wolves. Now the hares, obviously the 22 or the 22 pistol, it's probably what you're going to be using if you're not carrying around a shotgun or the 300 grain arrows. No colas, and you'll find them in the farmland, grassland and woodlands. So basically down in the valleys / lowland, where you're also going to be finding the roe deer, the wild boar and the red deer. And the loadout that I recommend you using here is going to look like this. Any of this can be changed to similar weapons. So yeah, if you don't like the 30-06, go with the 6.5. If you don't like the 7mm, go with the Grog. But you'll get it here. I'm going to be using the 7mm for the wolves and for the red deer. And I'm going to be using the 30-06 for the wild boar, for the ibex and for the mouflon. Then I'm carrying my Solikin for the roe deer and of course the 22 for the hare. I do have space for all of the colas that I need as well, the distressed, the red deer, the roe deer and the wild boar, as well as carrying a first aid kit, my binos and a scent eliminator. However, once you're starting out on this map, because it is as it is, I do recommend you actually carrying tents for the first trip around. Bench your Solikin and your Virant and swap that for an amount of tents so you can place those around the map where it makes sense for you. I've pretty much placed tents on top of all of the hills because I kind of like going downhill to have an overview of what's going on. And at the really good lakes, I've been placing them as well. That is pretty much where I'm gonna leave you guys. Now you should be ready to go out and hunt this brand new reserve. If you want to have any info on all of the animals that we already have in the game, you can find that in the Discord spreadsheet, so join Discord if you want to have a look at that. Other than that, thank you so very much for watching.